My beloved child, stop for a moment and feel the weight of what I am about to say. You left even me speechless. My child, do you understand what that means? I, who see the beginning from the end, who formed the mountains and commanded the seas, who knows every thought before it is spoken. I felt so moved when I looked at you last season that you have no idea. The enemy tried to crush you not because you were perfect or because you never had problems, but because of what they found out about you. Don't scroll. Do not wait. This truth has to be told now. If you rush through this moment, you might miss the news that heaven has planned for you. It is not fun to do this. This is not a mistake. This isn't just another message. This interruption in your plans is divinely orchestrated. I intended this to be a pause in your journey. Your footsteps were intentionally guided to this moment, allowing your eyes to behold a significant revelation from the spiritual realm. A remarkable truth about you has come to light. Despite your preoccupation with daily survival, heaven has been attuned to your heart. Angels witnessed your perseverance, and while adversaries closely monitored you, hoping for your downfall, what was discovered within you astonished everyone, even skeptics. Although 99% of people may never come to understand this, you have been chosen to receive it. This selection is not a reflection of your superiority or a record of flawless actions. Rather, it is due to your heart's capacity to embrace revelation without succumbing to fear or arrogance. Many seek the truth, yet few can bear its weight. Numerous individuals long to be chosen, yet very few are prepared to endure the transformative process that such a selection demands. Your unwavering resolve sets you apart from the majority. You are no ordinary individual. Your existence on this earth is purposeful, as I infused you with an enduring essence from the moment of your creation. There exists a profound depth within you, a strength you may not fully comprehend. During life's trials, something within you remained unyielding. This resilience should not be mistaken for mere stubbornness. It is a strength I instilled long before your birth. This moment was foreseen. I anticipated that there would come a time when I would reveal these profound truths to you, even before your first breath or mistakes, as you grappled with feelings of inadequacy and questioned your significance. I was aware that in time, the veil would be lifted, allowing you to see the hidden truths about yourself. Should you fail to heed this message, the realm of heaven may take longer to disclose your true nature to you. I am not issuing a warning, but rather extending an invitation. I urge you to engage fully with this truth. Do not dismiss it as mere feeling or coincidence. You sought clarity, and I am here to provide it by unveiling what has been discovered about you and how it alters your current reality. However, first, you must silence the voice that insists this cannot pertain to you. It is indeed about you, the one who stood at the brink of giving up yet chose perseverance, who shed tears in solitude but remained kind to others, who felt invisible yet chose honesty regardless. You, the one who faced weakness but pressed on. Even I was silent, as your core remained intact amid adversity. When betrayal entered your life, you did not succumb to bitterness. You refrained from cursing me during prolonged delays. Despite the whispers of loneliness, you held on to hope. There were moments when you felt nearly broken, when your faith wavered in the darkness, yet something within you kept drawing you back to me. Even in your struggle, heaven has been keenly observing your diligence. I have been scrutinizing your heart while you believed yourself unnoticed. What I discovered was indeed rare, not perfect, but exceptional. When easier paths vanished, I found loyalty and a flickering faith that refused to extinguish. I witnessed humility emerge where pride might have flourished, along with compassion that is seldom encountered. This is precisely why most will never learn this truth. Many falter in the face of pain, while others react with anger when tested. Silence often drives people away, but you have remained steadfast. You may have believed that your seemingly insignificant actions went unnoticed, that your calmness in the face of anger was a sign of weakness, but in reality, it was a testament to your inner strength, a sign of profound growth within you. You are not like most individuals. You stand firmly in faith and claim every promise that I have made regarding your life. You possess a spiritual weight that deserves recognition. The enemy was aware of your potential long before you were, which is why the attacks felt so personal and the pressure so intense. He aimed to obscure your true identity before you could uncover it. However, what I have placed within you cannot be diminished by hardships or erased by disappointment. This past season has revealed that you possess the endurance necessary to bear greater responsibilities. Your humble spirit is equipped to embrace blessings, and your depth fosters revelation. It is essential to unveil this truth now, as you need to understand your identity for the forthcoming season. You cannot advance if you perceive yourself as insignificant. Such thoughts will prevent you from carrying what I am prepared to bestow upon you. Do not hesitate. Do not shy away from this call. There is no necessity to conceal your true self. The aim of this revelation is not to inflate your ego, but to deepen your trust in me. Even I was left speechless by your resilience, not because of your performance, but due to your tenacity. You persevered through trials intended to silence you. Rather than shattering under pressure, you developed stronger roots. Now, I am prepared to share insights that will transform your perspective on your past, present, and future. The truth about you can no longer remain concealed. You will never perceive yourself in the same manner again once this revelation takes hold. My cherished child, as you have navigated this season unaware of the scrutiny on your essence, I will now disclose what has been uncovered about you in the unseen realm amid your daily struggles and attempts to maintain composure. Heaven has observed your heart, the innermost part of you that you believed was unseen. It is not your appearance, your achievements, or your outward strength that truly matters. During the silences surrounding you, I focused on your heart. When prayers felt unanswered, I was attuned to its state. In moments of disappointment by those you trusted, I scrutinized it closely. I looked beyond your visible reactions to understand your true feelings, and what I found there sent ripples through heaven. While you thought you were merely surviving, you discovered hidden strength within you. Rather than showcasing loud or overt strength, what you possess is a quiet resilience that remains unbroken. When faced with increasing pressure, your core did not shatter. It merely bent. Yes, it trembled slightly, but it held firm. Even in your uncertainty, you whispered my name and sought my presence, demonstrating a remarkable truth about yourself. Your unwavering loyalty caught the enemy off guard. He was convinced you would abandon your post immediately. He assumed that your sadness would morph into anger and that your confusion would spiral into rebellion. Instead, you confronted your pain, all the while clinging to our connection. This astonished him. While he scrutinized your vulnerabilities, his expectation was that you would fall so far as to be irretrievable. Yet, that did not happen. Unbeknownst to you, your steadfast choices were under vigilant observation. Every instance you opted for calm over anger mattered. Every moment you chose patience over wrath created ripples of significance. It was significant each time you embraced honesty rather than succumbing to compromise, even when submitting seemed like the more straightforward path. These moments were not mere trifles. They illustrated the depth of your spirituality during challenging times. Your faith was evidenced. Prior to this season, you may have doubted the strength of your faith, perceiving it only as an emotional experience. Yet true faith does not hinge on feelings or how long it can be sustained. Despite its quivering, your faith remained intact when joy and comfort eluded you. A trembling faith still qualifies as faith. When answers seemed distant, you persisted in prayer. Even amid uncertainty, you maintained your trust and continued to hope. Although choosing to do so appeared risky, it revealed the authenticity of your inner being, a legitimate faith, distinct from mere religious performance. On those nights of tears when you felt feeble, heaven does not interpret weakness in a negative light. Instead, heaven recognizes those who give up. There were moments when fatigue threatened to overwhelm you from the continual effort. But heaven did not perceive failure. It witnessed your resilience. While you sought answers and posed questions, you did not curse me, ensuring the bond remained intact. You faced trials, yet chose to stay. Your perseverance stirred heaven's heart, dear child. This is not mere fabrication. In your faithfulness, even amid adversity, your determination elicited acknowledgement from those in the unseen realms. When you resisted the urge to completely surrender, your spirit was honored. You may not have witnessed this acknowledgement, nor felt joy in your heart, but it was there. You have been on a journey of spiritual growth, often overshadowed by comparisons to those who appeared louder, stronger, or more self-assured. You may have felt inadequate, believing you lagged behind due to your perceived weaknesses. Though you could recognize your external development, the internal changes often eluded you. Initially, growth is frequently subtle, just as fruit does not appear until the roots have been firmly established. During your darkest moments, your roots delved deeper. You learned to rely on me rather than external praise, to seek my validation instead of that of others. You discovered how to endure discomfort without a swift escape. This marks the maturation of your spirituality, quietly unfolding within you. You mistook your feelings of pain for weakness, yet sensitivity is not a flaw. It embodies depth and indicates a heartbeat still alive with feelings of disappointment. You confronted your doubts honestly rather than suppressing them. Your tears reflected your desire for transformation rather than an aversion to it. Heaven observed your heart and discerned strength where you perceived frailty. In your weariness, it uncovered loyalty and humility, attributes that could have easily given way to pride. Even in times of hurt, heaven's concern for you remained constant. Spiritually, you are a rarity. I urge you to contemplate this profound truth. Now, I invite you to undertake a simple yet spiritually resonant action. Share a single word in the comments. Your one-word response can affirm this truth and claim it for yourself. Rather than being a mere habit, type Amen as a sign of your agreement with this divine revelation. As you do so, envision yourself affirming what heaven declares about your true identity. You are not forgotten, nor are you defined by your pains. Let your Amen rise as a testament that you will no longer view yourself through the same lens. Spiritually, you are exceptional, a rarity because you persevered without becoming hard-hearted. A rarity because you endured pain without malice. A rarity because you maintained your faith even in the face of adversity. Many can easily offer praise in times of blessing, yet when comfort fades or disappointment runs deep, many retreat. You did not fully withdraw. You remained connected to me, even as shock briefly caused you to step back. The enemy interpreted your tears as defeat, while heaven recognized them as a sign of your strength. He believed the weight of stress would break you irrevocably, yet that pressure revealed your true capabilities. You may not have realized the growth in your intellect. The subtlety of truths you once overlooked began to become clear to you. You came to trust my gentle nudges more than the clamor of surrounding voices. This growth occurred in places hidden from view. You might not have noticed your increased humility. Previously, you may have felt the need to assert yourself vocally. However, this season taught you the significance of silence. You learned to repose trust in me when it came to your identity. This defines true strength. While it may not have been apparent, your capacity for compassion grew in the aftermath of your suffering. You developed empathy for those struggling around you, transitioning from harshness to kindness. This is the hallmark of spiritual maturity. Heaven peered into your heart and uncovered something remarkable, not the flawed perfection of behavior, but a spirit that remained connected and resilient. A heart that continued to return to the source. A soul that never relinquished hope. You once perceived yourself as weak, but now that you understand this, everything changes, because rare things hold immense value. They are guarded with greater care and entrusted with more responsibility. What you endured has the potential to enrich you. It could have led you to silence, but it instead unveiled your rare strength. Despite your lingering doubts, you took the courageous step to reach out to me, and for that, I commend you once more. You left me utterly astonished. It wasn't that I was unaware of your capabilities. Rather, it was a marvel to witness them unfold under pressure. You possess a strength greater than you realize, and your complexity surpasses your own understanding. You stand on the threshold of readiness. It is crucial now, as this truth has come to light, to transform your self-perception. Refrain from labeling yourself as weak. Do not entertain thoughts of inadequacy or being left behind. Spiritually, you are extraordinary. You persevered and remained steadfast. You have undergone changes that you may not recognize, yet heaven has acknowledged your journey. Understand that every effort you invest in this mission plants seeds that will blossom into beacons for others in darkness. Contributing to this endeavor, whether through a small donation, purchasing a coffee, or becoming part of our community, transcends mere support for a channel. It funds a divine mission to redeem lost souls. Heaven operates through willing voices and flourishes in kind hearts. Each contribution serves as a stream of life-giving water, nourishing someone in need of healing. The adage, "Give, and it will be given to you," is not simply a verse. It is a living promise that shapes your future. Enter this moment with intention and trust. Release your seed and observe how God enriches your life in return. My dear child, let me share with you why this truth about you remained concealed until now, as you may have been curious about my delayed communication. I did speak to you. Why allow you to walk in uncertainty? My intent was to withhold certain revelations while you searched for answers. You perceived my silence as distance, assuming my lack of truth revealed your perceived shortcomings. The reality is far more intricate and filled with compassion. Timing is paramount in revelation. Some truths heal, while others can be overwhelming. Certain revelations bolster strength, while others expand one's capacity. Had I disclosed these truths too early, before your formative experiences and quiet struggles, it may have led to prideful complacency. Such revelations could have instilled fear or distracted you from necessary steps forward. You may not have grasped, in the beginning, how unique you truly are, how profound your spirit runs, and the weight of responsibility you bear. You might have sought validation instead of surrendering or feared the burden of an identity for which you were unprepared. Subtle signs of pride often manifest in quiet ways. My child, they do not always shout. Sometimes they whisper. If praise comes too soon, it can stifle growth. Had I revealed these truths prior to your development of humility, there was a risk of fostering superiority rather than compassion. Comparing oneself to others could have caused spiritual harm. Fear may have inhibited you had I presented this truth prematurely. You may have thought, "That cannot be me," retreating into self-doubt about your capacity to bear what was bestowed upon you. Thus, I focused on preparing your heart first, for revelation must follow preparation. Stability was essential. It was important for you to feel both vulnerable and dependent. I needed you to recognize that true strength emanates from me, not from your own self, before unveiling your identity. Testing was essential. Without a solid foundation, Premature exposure can lead to destruction. Structures can crumble when subjected to pressure before their potential has been fully revealed. I was quietly fortifying your inner strength while you remained unaware. My influence was shaping your humility, testing your patience, and sharpening your perception. Growth was underway, albeit unnoticed. You believed the test was solely about endurance, but it was equally about readiness to share the truth authentically, accept affirmation without arrogance, and engage without anxiety. My silence ensured your safety. The intentional delay in publicly acknowledging you was meant to shield you from external pressures you were unprepared for. If I withheld information, it was to nurture your development. There were moments you felt abandoned, but in reality, you were being meticulously crafted. While you may have sensed neglect, you were experiencing profound growth in obscurity. Growth that occurs in silence often proves to be more robust than that which transpires amidst applause. I waited not because you lacked worth, but because you were not prepared. Maturity is essential for carrying revelation. Maintaining identity requires stability. A calling necessitates humility. You see, revelation transforms your walk. Knowledge of your true self inevitably elevates your standards and complicates your ability to compromise. Understanding responsibility becomes paramount. If the shift had occurred too soon and your character unprepared, it would have been an overwhelming transformation for you. Before grasping capacity, you needed to understand limitation. You had to experience delay before you could appreciate timing. You needed to endure weakness to comprehend strength. This sequence was deliberate. Before revealing your true essence, I needed to remove certain attachments and dependencies on validation. It was essential to break the habit of seeking approval before obedience. I had to strip away those elements that would hinder your progress following a step forward. Now that this truth has been revealed, you may feel compelled to prove it rather than embody it. You may have sought to persuade others instead of simply entering a situation. It is possible that you've turned your identity into a spectacle, which is not my intention. My identity remains understated. It does not fluctuate. There's no need for constant defense or affirmation of it. You must cultivate a calm heart for this truth to reach you unaltered. A gentle spirit is essential to embrace it without pride, while a resilient mind is necessary to accept it without fear. I patiently waited, observing while you cried, experienced doubts, and engaged in struggles. This was not due to a lack of concern, but rather a deep consideration. I awaited the moment when your strength and humility would harmonize, when your need for me would surpass your urge for recognition, and when your faith would solidify enough for you to assume responsibility. That time is now. You are no longer the individual you were at the onset of this season. You exhibit greater stability and responsiveness. You recognize the distinctions and understand your increased reliance on me. This truth can be shared securely due to your maturity. The silence protected you from premature exposure, while the delay prevented you from achieving an ungrounded elevation. These hidden seasons safeguarded you against unstable foundations. Please, my beloved child, understand that revelation isn't withheld to cause you pain. It is meant to fortify you. God's timing is exquisite, and there is wisdom in gradual revelation. Had I unveiled everything at once, you may not have appreciated the journey. If I had disclosed your true self before you encountered trials, you might have doubted me in moments of hardship. You have endured much, including struggles and growth, and now you possess a clear understanding of the truth. I waited because you were not prepared to hear this truth previously. But now you are ready. Your humility anchors you, and your endurance supports you. You are secure due to your wisdom, while your faith maintains your steadiness. This truth will not merely uplift you, it will ground you. It will not overwhelm you, but rather make you straight. The absence of noise was not a lack of presence, it was preparation. Delay did not indicate rejection. It was a matter of safety, not punishment. It was about your positioning. At last, the veil has been lifted, allowing your heart to embrace what has been revealed. This message approaches something significant that requires your full attention. The silence concerning your life has ultimately ended. The hidden season has served its purpose, and I urge you to pay careful attention to what is unfolding now. You should express in the comments, "I am ready." Not when you believe you are entirely prepared, but right this moment, just as you are. Right? I am ready. This is your pledge to the heavens that you will no longer conceal your true self. As you navigate your silent season, you must now recognize what has been transpiring beneath the surface. The enemy sought to obscure this truth about you. He was aware of something before you were. Unbeknownst to you, he understood the weight of what I have placed within you. He attempted to alter what I set in motion, for he could not erase it. He could not obscure your identity, so he endeavored to make you believe you were someone you are not. There was a quiet spiritual opposition directed toward you. It was not always overt. At times, it manifested as a subtle attempt to discourage you, with thoughts that felt like your own. It sometimes emerged through the words of others. But these moments were efforts to reshape your self-perception. The adversary realized that once you truly understood who you are in me, your actions would shift. You would express different things and cease to feel diminished. You would stop apologizing for your existence and would not settle for anything less than what I desire for you, undermining his influence over your thoughts. He strategized in advance, spreading lies about your worth, whispering that you were not enough. He implanted the idea that your mistakes defined you, leading you to believe in their permanence. He replayed your failures in your mind, magnifying your flaws and hindering your progress. He aimed to prevent you from recognizing your unique strengths when you gazed in the mirror. There were moments when you succumbed to his narrative, times where it felt like his deceit drowned out my truth. A hidden light will ultimately emerge. What is built will stand on a solid foundation, and deep roots will yield abundant fruit. You are entering a season of visibility, not for the sake of ego, but for my glory. This visibility is not about achieving popularity, but rather about fulfilling my divine purpose for you. The same strength that sustained your period of obscurity will also enable you to navigate visibility gracefully. Staying humble in quieter moments will keep you grounded as others notice you. People will witness the steadfast flame of faith that, while flickering, refused to extinguish. You did not arrive here by mere chance. Your journey has significance and purpose. The pain served its purpose. There was reason behind the waiting. At last, the goal is becoming evident. Do not fear it. Do not allow fear to convince you that you are the same individual you were at the start of this journey. You are transformed. You are greater. You have undergone changes that are difficult to articulate. Yet I can quantify it. I believe that you are prepared. The truth about your identity can no longer be concealed. You are ready to embrace it without shame or fear. This is your moment, my beloved child. You have long awaited this transformation, not just a shift in circumstances, but a profound understanding of your true identity. You now comprehend what has been revealed about you. You recognize why the silence was necessary. You understand that what I place within you is irrevocable. You realize that another has chosen you. Move forward with this truth guiding your decisions. Let it inspire confidence within you. Let it quell the returning falsehoods. My child, you have left me speechless, and heaven remains elated by what it has discovered in you. Live your life knowing your true identity before moving on. I invite you to perform one more act of faith to affirm this truth and declare that God's blessings are entering your life right now. Click the like button, not merely as an action, but as an indication of your stance. With every click, you send a spiritual message saying, I am ready to accept what heaven is releasing. Your actions should convey your agreement. Allow favor, blessings, and breakthroughs to pursue you. I am eager for you to click it now. Before you depart, I wish for you to refresh your memory of this truth once more. The intention has long been to make you forget who you are. However, today, heaven has reminded you. You have been seen, known, and recognized as rare. Now, I invite you to commemorate this moment with your own declaration. Type Amen in the comments. Not often, but as a seal, a commitment that what God has spoken over you today cannot be undone, taken, or ignored. Carry this revelation with humility and strength. Be the person I have designed you to be. You need not strive or perform. Simply rest in the knowledge that you are spiritually rare. You have persevered. Although this message draws to a close, something new is only beginning for you. Your true essence has been clarified. The silence has ended. The hidden period has fulfilled its purpose. Now, I ask you to take one final step of faith. Join this channel if you have not already. This gesture is not about a button. It signifies your position as a prophet. Subscribing is a spiritual connection to what God is communicating to your generation. When you subscribe, you declare, I will not miss what God is saying. You commit to remaining attuned to His voice and aligned with His divine flow. Undertake this action now as your concluding affirmation of agreement with everything that has been communicated today. Furthermore, understand that the insights you have received extend beyond yourself. They are meant for your family, friends, and your spiritual community. God wishes to utilize your story, your obedience, and even the simple act of sharing to facilitate significant changes in others' lives. Disseminate this message. Inform someone who requires reassurance that they are spiritually unique. Someone standing on the precipice of despair should receive this. Speaking it forth alters the spiritual realm, initiating the blessings that have touched you to flow through you. Sharing this revelation widens the breakthrough you have experienced. Do not keep it to yourself, share it now. Allow your obedience to become a miracle for another. You have remained steadfast. You have expanded. I will perpetually be with you. Before concluding this powerful narrative, let us take a moment to reflect on this profound truth. Your encounter with this message was no accident. It is a deliberate communication from Archangel Michael. He extends his hand, inviting you into a safeguarded, high-vibrational community where divine abundance is more than a hope. It is a promise. This sacred principle, while simple, possesses the power to transform your life. By adhering to it, you will not merely receive blessings. They will be multiplied and flow into every aspect of your existence. By accepting this invitation now, you unlock immediate access to profound content and divine insights not available to the general populace. This is your opportunity to enter a sacred realm where you will receive spiritual guidance, unwavering support, and swift advancement toward your destiny. Do not let this pivotal moment pass you by. Your breakthrough awaits. If you wish to deepen your connection and never miss the revelations heaven is imparting over your life, join Archangel Michael's inner circle immediately through the exclusive link in the pinned comment. Whether by donating, purchasing a coffee, or becoming part of our community. This ensures you will not overlook any direct, personalized messages intended to elevate and empower your life. Your presence, your attention, and your energy already hold immense significance. Take this step. Your abundance is forthcoming.